Hello and welcome back. So glad that I can make your acquaintance once more. Before we hop into this plate, what I have for you, I want to start by saying, as per usual, thank you to all the OGs on this platform for your continued support. I also want to take some time to welcome in our newest family members on this platform. Welcome to La Familia. That being said, let's hop directly into stuff. A few things that I want to talk about. I don't know if I'm gonna get to everything, and if I don't, then I'll just make another episode. But the first thing I want to clock is this, and I think this is very important because I really think that we need to have an understanding and really understand what's really going on in this particular situation. And don't be alarmed; it's not that deep, but I do want to make something very clear because I feel like, to be fair, I think this is a very special case, but I just want to put it out there, what's going on and how it's going on. So having said that, there's an individual on this platform who feels that I have not done enough to accommodate him. And, which I don't understand because of all the people that I've responded to him the most. Because he's always blowing up my emails, or he always did blow up my emails on Patreon, and took it personal if I didn't respond back in the time that he thought I should respond back, which to me is like, you have to use your common sense. I'm running 2 YouTube channels, plus I'm running a network here on Patreon. I have my social media and I'm doing it all on my own. You already know I have ADHD and I struggle with my attention, like focusing on things. So if I don't get back to you right away, don't take it personal, sweetheart. It's not you. It's just, I'm hustling to get your plate. Now, do you want the plate or do you want to just talk to me about the plate? You understand? So anyway, I'm gonna just, let me give you a little bit of background, then I'm gonna read these emails and you tell me if I'm motherfucking crazy. I know that I'm not, and I know that you guys are gonna understand where I'm coming from and know that this individual is clearly, like, to a certain extent, like, unstable, but I just want to bring this to the boys and girls of the world. So the first thing that happened was this individual had emailed me and I didn't get back to them in the time that they thought I should. So then they were like, oh, and I'm paraphrasing, but something to the effect of, oh, I feel like, what did I do to you? I've never done anything to you. All I've tried to do is support you, this, that, and the fourth, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, girl, wait, it's no shade. And I wrote this, where I was like, baby, you know it's no shade. If I don't get back to you right away, don't ever feel like I'm doing it because it's something against you personally, sweetheart. Like, why would that be your first train of thought? All I do is go out of my way to accommodate my crew, my posse, my family. So if you know that about me and you see all the time that I give willfully to my audience when we're doing the live shows, when I sit here and chat with the children, all the time that I give, if you know that about me, why would your first thought be that I'm feeling some kind of way about you? Give me the benefit of the doubt and understand that if he's not getting back to me right away, maybe it's because either A, he got busy, he forgot. Like, there's a multitude of things on why didn't get back to you. But for your first reaction to be, oh, what did I do? It was like very like personal. I'm like, baby, you didn't do anything to me. And then I was saying to him, like, what reason would I have to be upset with you? We've never met. I don't know you like that. And so what reason would I have to be upset with you? You've done nothing to me. So anyway, then he had recommended this for our live shows, this website called Rabbit. And I know for a fact that I was very like appreciative and loving about that and gave him accolades and like, what more do you want from me? Like, I already thanked you for it. The issue with that website that you recommended was that it only accommodated 25 girls. So although it's better than Google Hangouts, there still is a cap on it. And when we did the show, there were girls that had their tickets and were not able to get seating. So that was what the issue was. And he took that personal. Like, when we stopped using Rabbit, why are you taking it personal? The reason why we're not using it is because it doesn't accommodate our needs. But why are you taking that as like a personal thing? Right? So he had said to me something about, let me actually just scroll up a little bit. Okay, now, again, always writing me dissertations. You know what I'm saying? Writing me dissertations. And she left me another little website called Tiny Chat, but by that point I was already using YouNow because YouNow was accommodating all of the children. Okay, but I digress. The point was, she had mentioned to me YouNow, and she had mentioned to me, and I'm not gonna read this whole email because again, anytime it's overwhelming, and it got to the point with this individual to where I was like, every time I see her name pop up in my emails, I'd be like, here she go again, because you already know it's going to be like a 4-page letter. But she wrote me again, and she was saying about Tiny Chat, and then she was talking about, I'm reading, that's what I'm looking down, and the code, like asking for a playlist. And I said to him, hey, you, very like, it's clear that I don't have an issue with that. I said, hey, you, I said, I definitely will be I said, I definitely will be posting the playlist for all the material to make it easier to search and find. And then I put a heart. Now, guess what? I said that. And then guess what? It fell off my list. And it's not, don't take it personal. It's just a lot is going on. So if I don't make the playlist, I'm sorry. It's not like I'm doing that on purpose against you. I'm editing, I'm shooting material, I'm thinking of new ideas to accommodate you and to entertain you and to relax you. But why would that be something where it's like, oh my God, here he goes again, shading me, like taking it personal. So then it was all cute. It was all cute. His next thing to me after that response was, when is the next code? Dang, LOL. So that was his email to me. Okay. So let me just look at the times. I emailed him on February 13th with my response with the hey you, I'll be posting the playlist on the 13th of this month. He emailed me on the 17th about the code. On the 19th, his email to me was, and I may not even read this whole thing because it's so long, but it's, Quadia, I just wanted to say I'm disappointed. I wanted to come and join the family here, but I'm picking up vibes from you like something is wrong. This is what's making, if there is a vibe, it's this. Because you're making me, this is the one thing that I come to that I get serenity from, that I enjoy 100%. You wanna know why? Because I feel like I love the girls that I'm working for. I love the work that I'm doing. And I feel like I'm being paid. I'm being compensated for my work. So it's like, what do I have to complain about? It's like there's nothing wrong. But when you're creating an issue out of thin air, that's the energy that you're bringing to the conversation, not me. Because the last thing I said to you was very positive. There was no drama. I put, like, what part of what I said made you think that something is wrong? Like, taking it personal. But anyway, he said, I'm picking up vibes from you like something is wrong when I've done nothing wrong. See what I'm saying? Like, taking it real personal. Like, girl, you sound like unstable to me at this point. If there's a misunderstanding, you can let me know. I haven't tried to shade you or try you at all. But do you see what I'm saying? Where's all that coming from? Did I say that? Like, what are you getting that from? Like, it's just, to me, as I'm reading that in my mind, I'm like, you know what? He could just unsubscribe to my Patreon because it's become, for this one individual, he literally, if you look at my emails, he has out of 100%, 50% of my responses are going to him. And it's like, it's unfair to the other girls, and it's draining for me, and it's stressing me out. I've walked away in the last few months from thousands of dollars in sponsorships because to me it wasn't worth it. I walked away from it because I felt like my heart wasn't in it. So for me, and I say this with the humblest of hearts, girl, if you're not happy here, you can go. Because I feel like I have gone above and beyond to accommodate the children, and I may not be perfect, and maybe I'm not as efficient as I could be. I will grant you that. But I'm one person running a network and 2 channels. I do the best that I can. But for you to kind of come at me like, I'm like, all of this, like, and then she goes, let me see. She says, okay, I've tried, I haven't tried to shade you or try you at all. I've only tried to help. I feel like you did when you met Dwight. He calls him Dwayne Eubanks, but she's talking about Dwight Eubanks from the Housewives of Atlanta. Now that's when I really started to like be aggravated, because the nerve of you to compare me to this bitch who was disrespectful to me and went out of their way to be an asshole to me. I at no point, I gave you my time. I took the time to respond to you. I acknowledge your presence. When we tried Rabbit out, when people were coming in, I said, yo, make sure you thank this individual because he's the one who put me onto this. The reason why we stopped using that website was not because of you personally. It was because it did not accommodate all the children. But for you to compare me to Dwight, when Dwight was so rude to me and had me put out of an event, it's like, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's unwarranted, and it's like you're creating drama where there really was no drama. So, which for me on this platform, girl, you can go. Like, with all due respect, girl, you can go. But anyway, she said, Dwight Eubanks or whoever he is, LOL. But you know the video you made. He was like, but anyway, I'm not one to whine or complain, and yet that's what she's doing. But okay, much. I just wanted to come to you and sincerely let you know how I'm feeling, but it is what it is. I just had expectations, and I've been watching you for years and thought we could click more than we have thus far. And that's the part where I'm feeling like she's unstable, because what more are you wanting from me? I've given you shout outs. I respond to your emails. If you recommend something, I've tried it. I acknowledge your concerns. Like, what are you wanting? My personal phone number, my address? Like, what are you wanting from me? You thought that we could click more than, hold on, what, let me see. I thought that we would click more than we have thus far. Like, I don't understand what exactly were you wanting from me. Anyways, this is getting back to this thing. Anyway, just wanted to say that I hope you don't think I'm being too sensitive. But girl, I do think you're being too sensitive. And then she goes on to say, P.S. I still love your material. Like, you're funny as hell. And I feel like you could be something big if you just got the right opportunities. I can't take that away from you. You have great talent. I just wish things were different between us. I just wanted to be your friend is all. Right in that email is, see, I never even had no real, like, weird energy from this person. Like, at this point, I'm feeling concerned. Like, you sound obsessive almost. Because to me, where is all this coming from? I was nothing. And even in my response, I said, hi, so forth and so on. I'm not going to say the person's name, but I said, hi, so forth and so on. And now y'all tell me if I'm wrong. I feel like my response was very respectful and generous, considering you just compared me to Dwight Eubanks. And I still didn't come for you or nothing like that. But let me say what I said. I said, hi, such and such. I'm sorry you feel the way that you do. I have done nothing but try to accommodate you and respond to you when I could. Let the record show, because it's all via email. I said, anytime we've spoken, I've been nothing but friendly and respectful. So I'm confused why you would draw the Dwight Eubanks comparison when he was a dick to me and I've been nothing but kind to you. I said, that said, I love the work I do on this platform. I truly enjoy communicating with all the patrons here. But at this point, our exchanges are becoming stressful. So if you're unhappy with my efforts and feel I'm not doing enough, I understand you leaving and I wouldn't fault you. I truly appreciate all the assistance you've given and your time with me here. All I can say is I do my best to respond and to accommodate all the children, but I'm running a network and 2 YouTube channels alone. So sometimes I get behind. I'm working on that. It's all love. You know, hold on, let me see. I said, I know you have love for me and I receive it. So again, if you feel you must depart because my efforts aren't enough, I understand. I put a heart and then I signed my name. And then he responds back to me with yet again another dissertation. Now, by the way, was I wrong in that email? Was I disrespectful? I felt like come on. But anyway. So he says to me, he was like, all right. Well, it's sad that you feel that way because I don't, which is why I feel this way. You have not accommodated me with anything, ! It's like, okay. He said, no playlist. I can't join you now live shows. And when I mentioned those problems and other things in the last email, you ignored the majority of it. And it says, and didn't resolve any of my problems and only addressed one. And like I stated before, I'm one person. You're one of 100 and almost 80 people. 180 people on this platform. You're just one person. And I'm not trying to mitigate that, but I'm just saying you're not the only person emailing me. I had one person that was emailing me about concerns with payments and questions with payments. I had to go back and forth with my connection on the inside to alleviate that. I have people writing me with, they're locked out of different things. They for whatever reason, the material, they don't have access to the material. I have to respond to all of these things. You're not the only person emailing me, sweetheart. I do the best that I can. And the fact that totally went over his head and you haven't accommodated me with anything, like, girl, are you serious? But let me continue. So it says, I can't join you now live shows. And when I mentioned those problems and other things in the last email, you ignored the majority of it. And says ignore like it was intentional. You see what I'm saying? Where he takes it personal. Maybe I just didn't respond to it. Not because I didn't want to respond to it, but just because I have a lot going on and I responded to what was at the front of my mind with regards to your concerns, girl. All you had to say was if you felt that I didn't answer you properly, and that's the thing. See, this just goes to show. When I first emailed her and said I would definitely be posting playlists for all the material to make it easier to search and find, if you felt that I didn't answer all your questions, you could have said, oh, and by the way, I had a question about this and I had a question about that. And when you have some time, can you respond to this? The only thing you mentioned was the code. And the way you said it was very like cavalier, like, oh girl, when's the next code coming out? I have other people emailing me about actual concerns that affect them actually using the platform. So to me, it's like, girl, I'm putting out material. It's coming. Just calm down. But to me, for him, the way he's taking it is so personal. It's just beyond me. And so anyway, where am I at? Okay. It says, you only addressed one. I've done nothing but try to help you by offering sites that would accommodate us all much better and try to help you. I respected you and showed you nothing but love. And I feel like you haven't given the same in return. Like, You didn't care is how I feel from our exchanges. Now, if I were to post these emails so you could just take your time to read them, you would see that this person is like not all the way there, because in everything that I sent respond in terms of my responses back to him, girl, I don't have the time to sit here and write you a 4-page letter the way you have to write me. But at the end of the day, all of my responses have smiley faces, hearts, like it's very like light. It's not like, oh, well, when I get around to it, girl, I'll get around to it. It's very like, okay, you know what? It's my intention, this and the fourth. Thank you for recommending it. Forgive the delay. Like, it's all very responsive to him, but it's not enough. And it's like, okay. But anyway, let me see. You didn't care is how I feel from our exchanges. Our exchanges have been passive aggressive. And I'm like, how? Just because I told you if you're unhappy, then you can go? Well, girl, I mean that. That's not passive aggressive. Passive aggressive is like, okay, well, when it's ready, girl, it'll be ready. Like, to me, that's like passive aggressive. But me just telling you in plain English, listen, I feel like I've tried to accommodate you, but if you feel that what I'm doing is not enough for you, then I wouldn't fault you for leaving. How is that passive aggressive? I told you in very plain English, girl. I wasn't trying to be manipulative. I wasn't trying to play with you. I told you in very plain English, because what I'm not going to sit up here and do is go back and forth with one individual when there are other girls that need my time and who want my time, who are not giving me a fucking headache on some shit that you are conjuring up in your own fucking brain, bitch. You know good and goddamn well that I was not passive aggressive with you. You know that I wasn't passive aggressive with you. You know that I wasn't disrespectful to you. And yeah, you're the one who's calling me Dwight Eubanks, comparing me to Miss Dwight Eubanks. So if anything, I felt like you are the one that's stepping out of pocket with me. And you want to talk about passive aggressive. I feel like you compliment me just before you are like acting like I'm coming at you sideways. So you're the one giving backhanded compliments. Well, I think you're talented and all this if the right opportunity comes along. But I felt like you treated me like Dwight Eubanks and this, that, and the fourth. Okay, well, girl, if that's how you feel, have, girl, like, go head on. Like, I honor each one of my patrons, but to me, I love this platform. And the last thing I want to do is start having anxiety where currently I have serenity. Like, I love coming here. Every moment that I get to create new material for you guys, that's what I do. The last thing I want to do is, oh my God, I don't want to open up this app. I don't want to open up this website because I know I'm going to have all these crazy emails. No, I think the overwhelming majority of the children here, I would say 99.9% are cool. They understand, like, okay, girl, he's going to get to it. He's working on it. He's accommodating us. He's trying. He's one person doing this network. But with this individual, she just completely took it out of the box. Let me continue. Let me see. Our exchanges have been passive aggressive and a bit difficult and frustrating. What she's saying is her. It's not me. Like, you want to talk about difficult, you're the one, in my opinion, who's being difficult, not me. Frustrating, that's you, girl, not me. Because you're the one writing me talking about you thought we were going to be friends. Like, all of this stuff where it's like, where is this coming from? Like, listen, if there ever were a chance of us being friends, girl, you're blowing it because you seem crazy to me now. And at this point, you sound like the type of person who is like at your house, like, it's like it's more of a concern than it is flattering. Or where it's like, oh, I want to be your friend. You're not making me want to be your friend when you're writing me shit like this out of the blue. You're making me like, that's a red flag. Cause it's like, to me, it'd be one thing if again, the record shows, girl, it's in white and black, I'm reading it. Girl, I said nothing to you that paid you. And there's a lot more emails. I haven't even read you guys all the emails. I just started from the most recent shit just so you have an understanding of where I was coming from. But where you getting this, girl? You sound unhinged and like undone. Like, oh, I thought we were going to be closer. Girl, I sit here for hours, and when we do the live show, girl, I give my time. I answer questions. I give you, like, I don't know what more you want. Like, what more do you want? My personal phone number so we can be bosom buddies, girls? Like, if we ran into each other, like, at the summer, but see, I don't even want you coming to my summer camp. That's the type of shit no, it's just crazy to me. But anyway, let me finish reading. Then I'm going to clock in, and then we'll sign out. Let me see. And a bit difficult and frustrating. Sorry that our exchanges have been so stressful for you. This should be our last because we won't get on the same page. I see that now. I really hope the best for you. I'm sad we couldn't come to a mutual understanding. And again, you're the one who couldn't. I had an understanding. You were the one that felt girl, you know what? Let me finish. No. I'm going to clock it as I go because I may forget. See, y'all know how I do, girl. I may forget to make this point. You're the one who couldn't have an understanding. I acknowledged your concerns. Now, just because I didn't do it right away, maybe even that week, let's just say, for instance, Cooking with Q, with the last ice cream episode, sometimes things fall behind. Sometimes things fall off schedule, girl. Roll with the punches. It's not personal to you. But for you to make it like, oh, this, that, and the fourth, and we're not going to have an understanding. No, the understanding is that I'm one person. And I'm doing the best that I can with what I'm given. I'm not complaining about that. I am grateful and honored to have the opportunity to sit here and entertain you guys. And the fact that you all appreciate my work and that you guys enjoy the work that I'm doing, that only fuels me to work harder for you. I'm honored. It is truly an honor to sit here and do this. There are people who would love to be doing what I'm doing instead of going to maybe a job that they hate, working for people that they hate. But I'm sitting here with cool ass motherfuckers, people who are cool, Mother Steph, Ashley Darby, like Franklin, like all the boys and girls, Eugene, like the list goes on and on and on. And hell, like, girl, the list goes on and on and on. Jasmine, girl, the list goes on and on and on. Like, it is an honor. And I don't take that for granted. What part, like, why are you making it seem like it's me? Girl, I go out of my way to accommodate the children. But what it is she wants me to be on her timetable. And that's not how it works, girl, because you're one of 100 and almost 80 people. So you have to be a little bit more patient. Come on. I don't have a PR person emailing to y'all. When you get an email from me or a comment, it's from me. Everything that on my social media is from me. So it's just kind of like, girl, it's like you seem like a little like unstable to me. But anyway. Okay, let me see. I really hope the best for you. I'm sad that we couldn't come to a mutual understanding and that you can't see my perspective, which is okay. But that's how it is. I see, so I'm done. I wish nothing but love and understanding for you in the future, though. No hate from me, just disappointment. This sucks because I admire you for and you're saying this. See, that's the thing that aggravates me too. It's like you're trying to guilt me into something where I've done nothing wrong, girl. The way she's making it seem is like I was a hero to her, to this individual. And then when they met me, I was like completely, totally different from what they expected. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh, it sucks so much for me because I admired you and I wanted to support you here. But then when I got here, it wasn't what I thought. Like, what, can you really tell me what I did to you to where it's like all of this is coming out of this conversation? To where it's you making it seem like oh my God, stop emailing me. It'll come out when it comes out. Like, I present myself as a nice person online, but then in the personal email exchange to you, I was just like coming for your throat. So for you to say this sucks because I admired you for your understanding and knowledge of the world around you. You're the one who's disconnected. You're the one that is thinking the world revolves around you, girl. I'm trying to accommodate you. You want to know what would be me not accommodating you? Is if I saw your email, I paid your email, and then when I responded to you, girl, it was like, okay, well, thanks for your concern. I'll get to it when I get to it. Like, that to me will be me paying you, girl, but I didn't do that. And all of my email exchanges is filled with smiley faces and hearts, and I hear what you're saying. He mentioned Rabbit to me. He's the one who put me onto Rabbit. I tried it. It didn't accommodate the girls. It was only 25 girls. So, to me, you making it seem like I'm like, oh, like not accommodating you, but girl, you're the one who's being unreasonable in this equation. So let me see. Which is why I'm so confused and shocked. That's what he said. So let me go back. This sucks because I admired you for your understanding and knowledge of the world around you, which is why I'm so confused and shocked that this is happening. I'll love you from afar though, I guess. Thanks for what you have done though. That to me is a person that is like, you know what? You're right. You should love me from afar because you're not the kind of person that I want on this platform, because there's so many people here that are spreading love and allowing me to do what it is that I love so that I can accommodate them and actually serve them their plate. The last thing I need is to be drained from an emotional vampire who you can't please. It's if I'm a day late, $1 short, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh my God, it's so personal. Girl, at the end of the day, thank you for what you've done for me, for the support that you gave me for the short period that you were here, girl. Take your coins and you can bounce. If that's how you genuinely feel, again, it is what it is, because I know that all of what you're saying, I know that it's not factually true. It's not. And I have the receipts to prove it. So my last response to her was, you realize there are nearly 180 people on this platform. You are not the only person emailing me with concerns. Rabbit, because going back to his thing, I said, Rabbit only allows for 25 people, so it accommodates you, not everybody on You Now. You know what I'm saying? And I said, You Now is unlimited. I said, the playlist is coming, but again, I'm one person running this alone. But yes, you can love me from afar, as you stated. Be blessed. And even in that, I felt like I wasn't rude. But at this point, I'm not going to go back and forth with you on some shit that you're like not stable. And what you need, I can't present to you. You need like a therapist. Because it's like, you're wanting me to provide, like, what did you want me to be? Like, when you came here, were you expecting that you were going to start emailing me and then what? We were going to start text messaging each other and, oh girl, I'm going to fly you out here and you're going to stay in my personal apartment and we're going to go and get drinks and talk about girl life? Like, what did you really expect? And my thing is this. I have had it happen. One of my closest friends, who Ashley, again, has so eloquently put, is a pathological liar. So there is that. But the point is, he started off as a supporter of my work. Guess what? You want to know the way to become my friend? Just be easy. Just be cool. Don't be extra. Like, don't be trying to force something. Don't be like doing what you're doing. Because that's not going to make me want to be your friend. That's going to make me feel like, yo, this motherfucker is crazy. And I would be more comfortable if you unsubscribe to me, because I don't want you knowing my moves and what I'm doing. And when I do the summer camp, I don't need you coming to my summer camp. I don't need you here. Not with all of this, what you bring in. So why I wanted to talk about that is to say this. I want to make something very clear. I love coming here. There's nothing in terms of my creative works that I do that gives me more pleasure than me servicing the boys and girls on this platform here. What I cannot take and what I will not deal with is people coming here disrespecting either the other patrons or disrespecting me. Somebody coming here creating drama with the other patrons, or somebody coming here creating drama with me. This is not the place for it. A girl that, wants to enjoy my work and also like be shady towards me, just keep it on the YouTube comments, girl. Keep it on. You don't have to pay to do that. You could just be a girl over on YouTube. But if you come here and you're spending money to get the additional services and materials, then be easy, be cool, because that's what this is. He was wound too tight. And for me, I love this. And I don't want to start getting anxiety about coming here to do this, because right now, this is my favorite thing to do. And so it's like, just be easy. And I'm saying that, I know the overwhelming, like I said, 99.9% of you, the overwhelming majority of y'all are easy. And you understand and you're very patient and you work with me. But that is just way too much. And that is something that I can't take. And in the future, it's going to be right away. Like, I feel like right from the gate. Because I knew right from the beginning, I felt like, okay, he seemed a little like unstable. But because he was a supporter, I wanted to give him a chance, because I don't want to feel like I gave up too easy on him and I didn't give him an opportunity to pull it together. Because maybe in that first email exchange, he was kind of coming out the box, but maybe once he sees that, hey baby, it's not you. Because I was like, baby, it's not you. Why would I shade you? It's nothing but love on this platform. Why would I shade you? Let me just scroll up. Like, just so you can see what I'm saying. Like, just so you can see what I'm saying. Like, hold on, let me see. I just want y'all to see, because it's like crazy to me that this person is pulling all of this. So there's a lot that he said, but I'm going to just start from this. When he didn't get a response right away, he emailed me on January 11th. Now, on January 11th, he sent me two emails. Okay. Now, and he sent me an email before that, but the point is, he sends me a lot of emails. Girl, you're not the only girl emailing me. And when you do that, you give me anxiety, because it's like, oh my God, calm down. I'm going to get to it when I get to it, girl. Be patient. But anyway, I'm going to start from this email. She says to me, Q, why are you paying me dust like I don't exist? Like I've done something horrible to you. And I'm sitting there like, what the fuck is wrong with this person? Like, paying you dust like you don't exist? So I said to her, and y'all tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me, clock me. I know y'all will. Because Darby was just on Twitter disagreeing with me about the Kandi Burruss situation, and that's fine, because he's family. It's no tea. It's no skin off my back. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But it's no shade. And I'm not going to come out of pocket with people who I know are on my team. You know what I'm saying? We can disagree. It is what it is. But why are you taking it like it's something personal to you? Anyway, so my response to him was, "Hey you!" exclamation point. I said, "You know I have love for you." Smiley face exclamation point. I said, I was just saying during the test today that you recommended another site. If my responses are delayed, just know that it's never any shade, my love. That was my response to him. And I literally just read that verbatim straight off the email. So how are you taking that? So why would you not give me the benefit? You see I'm responding to you, smiley faces and hearts, exclamation points to show you my excitement about this. And then you taking it like, just because I don't get to you and do what you want right away, it's like, oh, I thought things would be different. And like, okay, go. Because now you're stressing me out. And it's obvious that all the things you're saying about me is you. You're unreasonable, not me. It's you. So then I emailed him again, and I said, question, does your site recommend just for mobile? I was thinking of using it. Let a brother know. And so we were having an exchange. He emailed me back, and then I told him, let me see. So I downloaded it onto my laptop, and and they do the same. Let me see. And they do the same. I think that was a typo on my end, so that's my bad. But do they do the same thing when we go live is what I was trying to say. Also, is there a way for me to mute the mics and cameras because my ADHD can't take, all the girls talking at the same time, or like if the girls are laughing at something I'm saying, it's almost like I'll be wanting to like kiki with them and then I lose track of what I was saying. But my point is, it's all like it was an exchange, and I was asking for his counsel because this was a website that he recommended. I'm asking him about it, and whatever the case may be. And so where are you getting this from? Where are you getting this from, sweetheart? So anyway, I just want to share that, and I'm gonna save the other thing I want to talk about for another table read. But I just really want to share that because that was something that actually really did bother my spirit. Because for you to sit there and compare me, somebody that actually, who I know, I go out of my way to accommodate the children, and I love y'all. I go out of my way to make sure that that's clear. How much I appreciate the fact that you guys are choosing to support my business and choosing to support my art. I go out of my way to show that. And so for him to compare me to Dwight Eubanks and a person who was so blatantly disrespectful and had me removed out of an event because he was so rude to me. Who are you and who are you and who are you with? Just so rude, looking me up and down, just so disrespectful and nasty straight from the gate. For you to compare me to that when I've been nothing but respectful to you, it blows my mind. And I just wanted to make it clear, like, listen, if that is what any person in the future, because I know all the girls here now are cool, but I'm just saying in the future, girl, if that's what you want to bring, save it. Don't even become a patron. Or if you are a patron, girl, you can take those coins and spend it on something that you're going to get your life to. But I'm doing the best that I can. And if you're going to come here and start unnecessary drama with me or the patrons, girl, either remove yourself or I can remove you. But I do the best that I can. But that, it really bothered me. I'm like, let me just come and vent about this because really, I feel like this person tried it. This person something is going on. And it's good that they left because I don't want to work under those like conditions where I feel like, okay, like it's becoming too much of like, okay, what I do now is because I want to do it. And it's coming out of love. But I don't want it to start feeling like an obligation where it's like, oh my God, now I know this is what this individual expects. Let me do this. Then it's like a chore. And then that's when you start to lose enthusiasm for the conversation. You know what I mean? So anyway, having said that, I love y'all down. I'm going to wrap up. I've held y'all long enough, but I really want to get that off my chest. And thank you for listening because I know that I'm going to be very clear. I know the overwhelming majority of y'all are cool and y'all just here to like kick it with me and rock out and get the entertainment value, etc. But I just want to vent about that because y'all are family and I just want to come and share that with y'all. Like, yo, he was bugging, like, for real, girl. Like, seriously, girl, for cereal. And I wanted to get y'all's feedback on it because I feel like I handled that fine. Like, considering that I'm one person doing all of this work by myself, girl, I thought that I was very responsive to him. She's getting more responses from me than any other girl on this platform in terms of these personal emails. So for her to say she was expecting more and she doesn't feel like I accommodated her with anything just because, listen, you now may not work for you, but it works for the overwhelming majority of girls. And I can't not use you now just because you don't have the technology. At the end of the day, I can only prepare the plate. I can't drive you to the restaurant. If you have to use Google Chrome to use you now, but you refuse to use Google Chrome, that's not something that I can do. That's on your end. If you're having tech issues, you need to upgrade your computer. That's something that only you can do. But for you to make it seem like, oh, you haven't accommodated me at all, the one thing I will grant him is the playlist. Yeah, you're right. I do need to do a playlist, so I'll own that. But why are you taking it personal like it's something against you? Because that's how he's, oh, you didn't do the playlist. Okay, girl, you're right about that. But give me the benefit of the doubt. Maybe I forgot. Maybe it just fell off my list. Maybe I got overwhelmed with something else and was trying to complete my other work. Like, give me the benefit. Why are you taking it personal? You know what I mean? I will grant him that because he actually is right on that. But where he's wrong is where he's taking it so like personal, like it's a personal vendetta against him. What have I done to you? Have I done something horrible that I don't know about? Like, yo, chill the fuck out. Cause like now you sound crazy and you're making me feel like, girl, you can keep those $15. Girl, it ain't worth it to be dealing with all of this. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, go. Take that 15, girl, buy you a cocktail and relax. But anyway, I digress. Like I said, I'm going to sign now. I love you guys down. Via Blangelita Galisan, the best will always come through. And as always, until next time, baby, that's all there is.